Hello, my lovely Pisces, and welcome back. This is your January 2023 Love and General reading. My name's Ali, and I help people heal through tarot. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna... No, it's not. And we'll take this card. I was just checking to make sure all of the cards are not in the reverse, which I know they never are because normally my deck is like ridiculously mixed, and it is. So your first three cards out are in the reverse. Now I feel like we are in a Mercury retrograde and we are right in the thick of it at the moment. So as much of your cards as your cards are in the reverse, I'm also reading them in the upright as well. Kind of a topsy-turvy energy going on here. Your first card out is the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. So the Ten of Pentacles talks about emotional, financial, in particular, sorry about the background noise here, security, okay? When it's in the reverse, there is a lack of financial security. This is the feeling of wanting to run away with this. So this is how you're coming into the month. There might have been some arguing over Christmas. If we look at this, this is like the generational cards. We have like two dogs. And unlike the traditional Rider-Waite, where it's a son and father, there's what looks like a mother and daughter here. We've got all the generations. Normally, there are all the generations in this card. It talks about that, like generational security, ancestral security. It talks about, for some of you, you're trying to break some ancestral patterns. We have the Three of Swords. And this is a particularly gruesome, inked, bleeding Three of Swords. I'll look at that better. Yeah, Three of Swords in the reverse. You're healing from something, okay? You have been going through a process of pulling out these swords one by one, which is not an easy process in any way. You've been pulling out these swords and you have been healing, okay? Possibly from betrayals, from heartbreak. There's definitely some sort of healing from ancestral trauma as well, okay? So this could go back to, for some of you, it does go back to like your mum or your grandmother. There's some triggering energy this month, and we also get the Two of Wands in the reverse. Show you in the upright. So the Two of Wands in the reverse is not knowing how to get yourself out of a specific situation, okay? And that's what's happening for some of you. You're not sure how to get your way out, how to break a pattern, how to get yourself out of this, what seems like uncomfortable, unstable energy. So whether that's financially unstable or just emotionally unstable, okay? This should be like the happy ending card, the Ten of Pentacles. So when it's in the reverse, the happy ending isn't there as much. And yeah, I'm definitely getting like a winter vibe from this. It's the number 10, so it can go back. And like I said, it has that strong generational ancestral pattern to it. We also get the Queen of Cups in the upright. This is our only card in the upright so far even, and it is at the bottom of the deck. So the Queen of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, just like yourself. This is the only card in the upright. We have Pentacles, we have Swords, we have Wands, and then we have Water in the upright. So that's a good omen for you guys as water signs. Now, what's going to be really important for you guys throughout the month of January is being in your intuitive, I want to say your intuitive high horse almost, which is a really strange way to put it. But the Queen of Swords is intuitive. She knows things without people having to tell her. She is the most intuitive of all the queens. She's the most compassionate of all the queens. And as you can see, she has her feet in the water. And she's looking at this cup, okay? She doesn't look the happiest in this card. She does look kind of like she's longing. There's that married energy to it. Things seem to have been a little unfair. But either way, she has her feet in the water, okay? For some of you, this situation does revolve around something to do with the beach and seashells, because I'm getting like a strong seashell energy for the back of her chair. Yeah, and for some of you, you're reminiscing about the past of being on a beach with someone or being around water with someone. Okay, we get the Five of Cups in the reverse, which is kind of a less serious energy as the Three of Cups in the reverse. Both of these cards are healing energy, okay? When they're both in the upright, they're both quite sad, okay? When they're in the reverse, you are definitely healing. There are 3 cups spilled, 2 cups in the upright. Now for me, this could be grieving a relationship, it could be grieving a loss. Yeah, I'm getting so sorry, I'm getting so many downloads. Yeah, we also get the Moon card, okay? That was at the bottom of the deck, and it actually felt hot as I was shuffling it, so I felt like I had to pull it. The Moon card is also in the upright. It's your only major arcana so far. There are things that you still don't know about the situation, and I think some of you have come to terms with that situation, okay? That you're okay with not knowing concrete evidence, like on paper, on text, on something like that, because you're in your Queen of Cups energy right now. You don't really need someone to tell you in so much words what's happening. You have a very strong intuitive sense at this time. We also get the Moon card, which is the card of Pisces. Even though Cancer is ruled by the Moon card in the tarot is of Pisces. Now look at this card. Very interesting interpretation of this card. Normally we have like a crayfish or something coming out of the water, but in this card we have a full moon, and then we have some sort of strange, what I'm interpreting to be some sort of strange ghostly energy coming out of it. Yeah, some of you feel as though you can't open up right now, that you need to watch your back, okay? That you need to be reserved and that you need to be guarded because you're healing. And that's totally understandable. As the Queen of Cups, it's your job to decipher your intuition and what is monkey brain, okay? And what I mean by monkey brain is what is your shadow side of mistrust and the shadow side of this situation that has been left behind. How is that affecting you right now? Yeah, something has happened in the past that's caused you to not be able to see a solid future, either in a relationship or in your job, okay? The universe right now is asking you to stay open with your intuition, okay? With this Moon card as well, we're talking about strange dreams. We're talking about, it's Mercury retrograde as well, so expect strange messages to come through songs, to come through listening to other people's conversations. And the Queen of Cups is so good at understanding symbolism, okay? So if you start seeing a specific animal, numbers, or whatever it is, look it up. The angels are trying to speak to you right now to help you to get through whatever it was this Five of Cups healing from in the past. We get the Star card. I love that. Right next to the moon. Oh, right next to the moon. So we get the moon and the star together. Now for me, this can also be talking about eclipse energy. It can also be, so you could have a look back at eclipse season and see what was going on then with this situation, because there seems to be something that is related to that now. Now also worth a mention, we have a full moon coming up in Cancer on the 6th of January. So depending on when you see this video, that either might have just happened for you or is happening at this time. That is going to be a powerful full moon. Okay, after that full moon, we have a new moon in Aquarius towards the end of the month. I think like the 1st or something like that. This full moon is going to be like a tipping point of this situation, okay? The Star card talks about positive manifestation. It talks about, oh, sorry, we've got to be a little bit more, cover the lovely areas. I keep forgetting that I'm on YouTube and not just like a private reading. Yeah. This star card talks about aiming for the stars, okay? It talks about not being... The star card is one of the most positive cards, regardless of whether it's in the reverse or in the upright. It means you're probably going to get what you want. But I think you're going to get it through you're going to get the information you want, and you're going to get your way out of this situation. This is a card of hope, okay? If you're looking for a reason to hope or permission to hope in this situation, here is your permission, because there is a way out of this painful thing that's happened in the past for you guys. Right now, the universe wants you to use literally every sense that you have apart from your eyes. Like, stop looking at what's going on around you. That's a really strong message for some of you. We get the Two of Swords. She's always blindfolded. And we have this new moon. So we go from I love that. We go from the full moon to the new moon, which I was just talking about. So we have the full moon in Cancer on the 6th of January, and then a new moon in Aquarius around about the 21st. Okay, and I know that's a crescent moon, but for me it's always been regarded in my head as a new moon and has been my symbol for that. There is going to be a huge movement between the 6th and the 21st in this situation. It looks like you're finding a way out, like some sort of wish or hope comes true in some way, which is beautiful. I can't even remember the last time I said that in a tarot reading, genuinely. But what's important with the Two of Swords is that right now, like I said, you don't have all the information. And I'm sure I said that back at the beginning, and if I didn't, it's because I was channeling it and I meant to say it, okay? You don't have all the information. That's what that moon card is all about, okay? There are things hidden, okay? The moon card is always at night time. It's always a little bit hidden. There's always a little bit of smoke and mirrors going on. Things aren't exactly as they seem, okay? And that's why it's important right now not really to trust what you can see, and more trust what you can hear, and 100% what you can feel in this month of January, okay? Because it's really not about what's happening in front of you in the 3D, like in front of your eyes, okay? Prick up your ears, that's for sure. And we get the Queen of Wands in the upright. So now we have two queens in our reading. Two queens in the reading. This could be competition, okay? Now these are two very different queens, and weirdly they always come up together for me as well, okay? Very different queens. I was talking about the Queen of Cups earlier, how it represents Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It's the most compassionate queen, the most intuitive queen. She's a lot quieter than the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands, especially when she's in the upright, is better than when she's in the reverse. Here she is with her black cat. This is talking about confidence. Now for some of you, this is a feminine energy that is involved in this somehow, who is a bit of a nightmare, okay? With that Three of Swords card, this could be your triangulation. Now this could be literally like direct competition, or it could be like someone's mother figure, someone's sister, someone's cousin. It doesn't even have to be feminine energy, but this is Queen of Wands is a drama queen, okay? She is the type of energy, he or she, even like I said, genderless. I'm just looking down at this, and because this looks like a lady, she has a big stick in this, okay? She is confident. This is a really confident energy, almost too confident at times. And if this is not someone that's interfering in your life that you know about, it could be a sign from the angels, if this is for you, to actually act this way. Maybe it's time for you to step up and be the drama queen, Pisces, and demand what you want in this situation. For some of you, this definitely is, though, some type of, I'm going to pull a clarifier because she has so many there's so many meanings for me in a tarot reading. Yeah, you get the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. For most of you, the angels are asking you to gain some independence here, okay? Some of you have lost your independence, whether that's financial independence, for some of you it is emotional independence. There seems to be some sort of independence coming back in for you, okay? if the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands met at a bar, you know, they probably would get on, but they are very different people. This Nine of Pentacles talks about not being as independent, especially financially, and not having the things right now that you want in life. When it's in the upright, it's the opposite kind of energy of that. And I kind of get the feeling as though you have material things around you, but you're not where you need to be or where you want to be right now. Definitely for some of you, the universe is asking you to try and get your confidence back in this situation, which I know is so much easier said than done. Like, I always recommend the Ho'oponopono prayer to people who are needing to forgive themselves in some way. And for some of you, that is massively relevant here. But the Nine of Pentacles is a very independent, solitude energy. They're never with someone in the Nine of Pentacles because they don't need to. When she's in the upright, she's like meant to represent the old traditional wife the opposite of an old traditional wife, someone who never married, okay, and everyone's like, what, how can they ever marry? But she's very comfortable on her own because she has everything that she needs, and she goes against societal norms normally and has, you know, a very luxurious life to herself. When it's in the reverse, it's like the absolute opposite of that. It seems to be some sort of dependence, whether that be emotional or whether it just be a complete lack of confidence right now in your own ability. Okay, if you're wanting to go into like self-employment at the moment, this seems like a very positive sign for the future. Coming towards the end of January, when the new moon is in Aquarius, that's when this seems to all begin to kick off. We get the Yang card as your oracle. So that is a straight up fire energy, and it's number 1. It's like having a fireball. That's what that full moon is. It is a fireball from the universe. It is an opening. It's a grand reveal of something for sure, and it's complete fire energy. And funnily enough, that's what that Queen of Wands is. Fire energy. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. Okay? Either you are going to be discovering about this other nightmare drama queen on the side around about this full moon, but for some of you, this is just an energy ball of confidence coming at you from the universe, like and we get poised, number 48, and I love this. So this is the energy of, she is literally suspended in midair. Okay, anyone who is a dancer or has done lots of dancing can tell you that that is a moment that's kind of indescribable when you're suspended in midair, and she looks like she is about to leap off of this. Okay, but right now the universe has suspended her, kind of like this Two of Cups energy. Okay, right now there is a period of inaction before this fireball full moon action comes at you. Okay, it might take, like I said, at least a week or so after the full moon on the 6th to really kick in, but this is a sign to wait for the new moon before you will be able to take this blindfold off and actually see what's in front of you, okay, or what was behind you. For some of you, like if you look at this, I'm getting like that, right? Okay, you're going to be able to see what was in the water that you couldn't see before. And what I mean by that as well is, if we think about water as being emotions as well, I think you're going to have clarity on how you feel about a situation. I think you're going to have clarity on how you can be in a situation as well, especially because if we look at this star card, she is literally adding to the water. You're going to see who's contributed to this situation and how your own behaviour has and how someone else's has as well. Right now the universe is asking you to take a step back and listen to yourself, and like I said with that Queen of Cups, again, she has her feet in the water. Okay, she has her feet in her emotions. You're trying to identify your emotions right now, and that's okay. And sometimes it's okay to not be able to identify your emotions and be in a moment of suspension and unrest before you move forward. There's so much water in this reading. Sea, water. Ooh. I have never had these two cards come out together ever. And I wish they had before because they're so fitting and on this one as well. That's so weird. I say this to people all the time. Anyway, let's start. So the two cards that came out together are... Don't know how this comes into your reading, by the way. I mean, I've just pulled some love cards. So those people who are here for love, these are your angel love cards. If this was a love situation and that's what this is all about, then I think you're going to be pretty happy. We have this soulmate card. It says, yes, this is your soulmate. So now soulmates obviously can differ. Soulmates can be a romantic soulmate. For a lot of you it is, but for others of you it could also be just an important person in your life. Some of you this is a same-sex couple as well. And that could be what your two queens are in the reading. But if it is a same-sex couple, both of you are kind of in your divine feminine energy. So we get this soulmate. It came out with, and these are nowhere near together in the deck. Honestly, I can't tell you how many times I've used this. I've had it for years. Calling in your soulmate. That's what some of you are doing right now with that star card. That's that hope. That's that dream. That's that wish come true. But it's important that you do it in such a way that keeps your confidence, okay, with that Queen of Wands card, and you keep your independence. It's not something you're relying on happening. It says your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Calling in your soulmate. Now, if you haven't been doing that and you're interested in doing that and that really resonates with you as well, there are lots of YouTube meditations about calling in your soulmate, attracting in your soulmate, different manifestation techniques to do. I'm sure people like even Aaron Dowdy and stuff have stuff like that out there as well that you can have a look at, and I'm sure they can get even more specific than that as well. Last card out, which I love, I was talking about this card the other day. It's called Keep an Open Mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Keep an open mind. That is so interesting, my lovely Pisces. So I'm going to leave you with that thought. Thank you so much for listening. If you'd like a private reading with me, the link is in the description box. If not, I will see you soon. Namaste.